Success is not about sudden leaps. It's about small steps taken every single day. Improve by 1% today. And watch your life transform over time. Growth isn't found in massive changes. It's found in daily effort. A little better today, a little stronger tomorrow. Think about it. Where would you be 1 year from now if you committed to getting just a little bit better each day? Stronger habits, better skills, more confidence, and real progress in every area of your life. It's not about sudden changes. It's about consistency. It's about choosing to grow even in small ways, every single day. In this video, you'll discover how improving just 1% every day can lead to long-term success. You'll learn the real secret to progress, the power of discipline and consistency, and how to turn setbacks into opportunities for growth. You have the power to change your life, and it starts right now. Are you ready to take control of your future? If so, stay with me. Let's dive in. Number 1. The secret to real success. Success isn't something that happens by accident. It's not about luck. It's not about talent. It's about choices. Small choices, repeated every day. If you want to change your life, if you want to reach a new level, if you want to be someone better than you are today, the answer is simple. Improve by 1% every single day. Most people think they need massive change to see results. They believe they have to transform everything overnight. They get excited. They go all in for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, but when they don't see instant results, they stop. They get discouraged, and they go back to their old ways. Then they wonder why their life stays the same year after year. But real success doesn't come from big, dramatic changes. It comes from small, consistent improvements. Just 1% a day. That's it. Because 1% doesn't seem like much in the moment. But over time, it changes everything. If you improve by just 1% each day, after 1 year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. Not 37%, but 37 times. That's how growth works. Small changes don't just add up, they multiply. The truth about success is that it's simple, but because it's simple, most people overlook it. They think they need some secret formula or a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They think success belongs to the lucky or the gifted. But real success is not about luck. It's about habits. It's about what you do daily. If you don't improve, what happens? Nothing stays the same. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. Life moves forward whether you do or not. The question is, are you moving with it? Or are you standing still, hoping that one day things will change? The biggest reason people fail is because they don't believe small steps matter. They get excited, they start strong, but when they don't see results right away, they stop. They get frustrated and tell themselves it's not working. This is why crash diets don't work. This is why people quit the gym after a month. This is why people start reading books and never finish them. They expect results too quickly. But success doesn't work on your schedule. It works on the schedule of consistency. If you improve by just 1% today, will your life be different tomorrow? No. In a week, maybe a little. But in a year, in 5 years, the results will be unbelievable. One of the biggest lessons in life is this: small things matter. Your daily actions shape your future. The way you spend your time today will determine where you end up tomorrow. Take your health, for example. If you start walking 10 minutes a day, at first, it might not seem like much. But after a month, you'll feel better. After a year, you'll be in the best shape of your life. Take your finances. If you save a little money each day, even just a few dollars, over time, that small habit will turn into financial freedom. Take your knowledge. If you read for 10 minutes a day, in a year, you'll have gained more wisdom than most people get in a lifetime. Every great achievement in history started small. Every successful person you admire, whether in business, sports, or personal development, got there through daily effort. No shortcuts, no lucky breaks, just small improvements, repeated every day. Every day you make choices. You choose what to focus on. You choose how to spend your time. You choose whether to grow or stay the same. If you spend an hour a day watching television, what do you get? Nothing. But if you spend that hour learning a new skill, where will you be in a year? If you eat junk food every day, what happens? Your health declines. But if you choose healthier meals, how will you feel a year from now? Success is nothing more than a series of small choices, repeated over time. The problem is, most people don't think ahead. They only think about today. They say it's just one meal. It's just one day off. It's just one missed workout. But over time, those just one decisions add up. And before they know it, they're stuck. They wake up one day, years later, and wonder why their life never changed. But the truth is, life didn't hold them back. Their choices did. The good news? You don't have to change everything at once. You just need to start improving by 1% today. Pick one area of your life to improve. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's your health. Instead of trying to change everything at once, start by drinking more water. Take a short walk. If you want to grow your mind, read for 10 minutes. If you want to improve your finances, start saving a little bit of money. The key is to start. And the real key, do it every day. Small improvements only work if you do them consistently. Missing one day won't ruin your progress, but missing too many will. Success comes from discipline, not motivation. If you only take action when you feel like it, you'll never get anywhere. Growth happens through daily effort, not occasional bursts of inspiration. Write down your progress. Keep track of how you're improving. When you see your progress, it keeps you motivated. But most importantly, be patient. The biggest mistake people make is expecting quick results. Growth takes time, but if you stay consistent, the results will come. Most people will give up. That's the truth. They will stop before they see results. They will get frustrated because they want instant success. But success is never instant. Imagine planting a seed. You water it every day, and for weeks, nothing happens. You don't see anything change. But underground, something is happening. The roots are growing. The foundation is being built. And one day that seed breaks through the soil. It starts to grow. And before you know it, it becomes something strong. That's how progress works. At first you don't see it, but if you stay consistent, one day you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. 1 year from today, you will either be better or the same. The choice is yours. If you commit to small daily improvements, you'll look back and be amazed at how much your life has changed. But if you do nothing, you'll look back and wonder why nothing changed. The best part? You don't need luck. You don't need special talent. You don't need the perfect circumstances. You just need to start. One small improvement today, one tomorrow, one the next day. Because success isn't found in one big moment. It's found in the small moments, the daily decisions, the 1% improvements that over time create a completely new life. Number 2, the long-term impact of 1% growth. The power of small growth is not just in how it accumulates over time, but in how it compounds. Imagine trying to change everything at once. It's overwhelming and ultimately unsustainable. But 1%? That's easy. It's manageable. It's something you can incorporate into your daily life without feeling like you're taking on too much. When you improve just a little every day, you're building a foundation for long-term success. It's not about quick wins or short-term bursts of effort. It's about creating a lifestyle of consistent improvement. Over time, this lifestyle will lead to extraordinary results. You won't just be 1% better, you'll be so much more than that. Think about it in terms of your physical health. If you set a goal to lose 50 pounds in 1 month, it would be nearly impossible. And if you somehow did manage it, you'd likely gain it all back. But what if you focused on losing just 1% of your body weight each day? That might not seem like much at first, but over a year, those small daily changes would add up. You would see consistent, steady weight loss, and your body would adapt to the change in a sustainable way. In the same way, small improvements in your finances, career, or personal development lead to long-term growth. Let's say you set a financial goal to save $1,000 over the course of a year. If you focus on saving just a small amount each day, you'll have achieved your goal before you know it. But it's not just about the money. It's about developing the discipline and habits that will continue to serve you for years to come. The long-term impact of 1% growth is also evident in your mindset. Every small win, every tiny improvement, reinforces the belief that you are capable of more. When you see progress, no matter how small, it fuels your confidence and motivates you to keep going. This is how true self-belief is built, not through giant leaps, but through consistent, gradual improvement. The beauty of this approach is that it's sustainable. Anyone can commit to improving by just 1% each day. It's not about making huge sacrifices or pushing yourself to the limit. It's about showing up every day and doing what you can, knowing that over time those small actions will lead to significant change. One of the best things about focusing on 1% growth is that it doesn't require dramatic shifts or drastic changes. You don't have to abandon everything you're currently doing or completely overhaul your life. You just need to be willing to take small, consistent steps in the right direction. Over time, those steps will lead to remarkable progress. Let's say your goal is to improve your personal development by reading more books. Rather than aiming to read an entire book in a week, which can feel overwhelming, you could commit to reading just 10 pages each day. It doesn't seem like much, but in a month you will have read an entire book. In a year you will have read 12 books, and the knowledge and insights you gain from those books will compound over time, influencing your decisions, mindset, and actions in ways that you can't even anticipate right now. One of the most underrated aspects of 1% growth is the ability to adjust and adapt. When you take small steps, you don't have to worry about falling behind or losing momentum. If something isn't working, you can tweak it. If life gets busy, you can scale back and focus on what's most important. Because you're focused on small, manageable improvements, you can keep moving forward, no matter what life throws your way. Over time, the impact of these small improvements will become evident in every area of your life. Your health will improve because you've made small changes to your daily habits. Your relationships will deepen because you've invested time and effort into connecting with others. Your career will flourish because you've consistently worked to improve your skills and knowledge. Your mindset will shift because you've made a habit of learning, growing, and challenging yourself every day. When you start focusing on 1% improvement, you stop getting discouraged by the gaps between where you are and where you want to be. Instead, you realize that the journey is long, and that's okay. Every small step is progress. Every day is an opportunity to get better, and every small improvement moves you closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. The long-term impact of 1% growth is powerful because it's lasting. Unlike quick fixes or temporary changes, this approach builds a solid foundation for lasting success. When you focus on daily improvement, you're not just chasing results, you're creating habits that will support you for the long haul. The results may not be immediate, but over time they will far surpass what you could have achieved with drastic measures or a go big or go home mentality. Number 3, you have the power to change. A lot of people believe that change is something that happens to them. They think that they're stuck in their circumstances, that their past defines their future, or that they have no control over the direction of their life. They believe that change requires a big breakthrough, a dramatic event that forces them to change. But that's not how change works. True change happens when you decide to take responsibility for your own life. It starts with recognizing that you don't have to wait for the world to change. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment or the ideal circumstances. You don't need anyone's permission. Change starts with you, and it begins today. You have the power to change because change is not something external that is imposed on you. It's an internal process. It's about shifting your mindset, your habits, your daily actions. It's about choosing to take ownership of the life you want to create. If you've ever felt like you were stuck, like things weren't going your way, or like you didn't have control over your future, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You have the power to change, and it starts with what you do today. Most people spend too much time waiting for change to come from outside themselves. They wait for a promotion, a windfall of money, a big opportunity. They think, if only I had the right break, then everything would change. But the truth is, the world outside of you will rarely change in the way you expect. The real change starts when you look within and take responsibility for your own growth. When you realize that you have the power to change, it shifts your entire perspective. You stop waiting for the world to hand you something. You stop relying on circumstances or people to dictate your life. Instead, you understand that change begins with your thoughts, your habits, your actions, and your mindset. You have the power to create your own success, to design the life you've always dreamed of. It doesn't matter how old you are, where you are in life, or what challenges you've faced. The power to change is within you, and it's available to you right now. The question is, what are you going to do with that power? How are you going to use it to improve your life? There's an old saying that goes, you can't change the past, but you can change the future. And that's the key. The past doesn't determine who you are today. It doesn't define your future. The only thing that defines your future is what you choose to do today. You have the ability to change your course at any time. Your future is not set in stone. You are the author of your own story, and every choice you make today adds to the story of your future. One of the biggest mistakes people make is they wait for something to happen before they make a change. They think that they need the perfect circumstances to take action. They tell themselves, when I have more money, I'll start my business. When I have more time, I'll start working on my health. When I feel more confident, I'll go after that promotion. But the truth is, the right time is always now. You don't need a special moment or a sign from the universe. You don't need to wait for everything to line up perfectly. You just need to start. Start where you are, with what you have. You can start by changing one small habit, by setting one small goal, by taking one small step in the right direction. That's how change happens, one small step at a time. The good news is that the more you start, the easier it becomes. The more you take action, the more momentum you build. And as you keep improving, even by just 1% every day, you'll begin to see the changes happening in your life. Slowly at first, but then in ways that you couldn't have imagined. Small changes will compound into big results. You have the power to change because you have the ability to make different choices. You don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. You can choose to change your habits, change your routine, change the way you think. And the more you change, the more you realize that you're not the same person you were a year ago, or 5 years ago, or 10 years ago. There is a saying, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. If you want different results, you have to change your actions. And the first step in making those changes is to realize that you have the power to do so. It starts with making a decision to take control of your life. When you realize that the power to change is in your hands, you stop being a victim of your circumstances. You stop blaming others, or the economy, or your upbringing. You take ownership of your future. You recognize that you are the one who gets to decide what your life looks like. Think about it. Every single day you are making decisions that shape your future. The food you eat, the time you spend on your goals, the effort you put into your work, the people you surround yourself with. These all play a part in determining who you become. And the great news is that you have the ability to change any of those things. You have the power to make different choices, to act in ways that bring you closer to the person you want to be. Some people think that change requires huge, dramatic efforts. They think they need to completely reinvent themselves or make a drastic, life-altering decision. But real change is more subtle than that. It's about small, intentional decisions every day that lead to the person you're becoming. Number 4, building discipline and consistency. Discipline is the ability to make yourself do the things you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It's about committing to the process, sticking to your plan, and staying focused on your goals, even when distractions arise. It's about choosing what's right over what's easy. It's about being honest with yourself and doing what you said you would do, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Consistency, on the other hand, is what ensures that your discipline will pay off. Consistency is the act of doing the right thing over and over again, day in and day out. It's not about doing everything perfectly, but about doing something consistently, no matter how small the action. It's about building momentum, making progress, and understanding that success is not the result of one huge, life-changing effort, but the culmination of small daily actions. Now, building discipline doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, patience, and persistence. The good news is that discipline is a skill you can develop. It's not something you're born with. It's something you cultivate by making the right choices every day. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes. The more you practice consistency, the more automatic it becomes. And before you know it, those small actions will compound into massive results. A key part of building discipline and consistency is creating strong habits. Habits are the behaviors that we repeat without thinking about them. They can work for us or against us. If you have the habit of procrastinating or making excuses, those habits will hold you back. But if you have the habit of taking small actions every day, staying focused on your goals, and following through, those habits will move you closer to the success you desire. It starts with small, manageable actions. The idea of building discipline can seem overwhelming at first. You may feel like you have to change everything at once, but that's not the way to approach it. Instead, focus on small, specific habits that you can commit to. Start with one thing. Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier each day. Maybe it's reading for 10 minutes every morning. Maybe it's doing 5 minutes of exercise each day. Whatever it is, choose something small and commit to it. The key here is to be consistent. You don't have to be perfect, but you do need to show up. When you consistently take small steps in the right direction, you begin to build the momentum that fuels greater efforts. Over time, as your discipline strengthens, you can take on bigger challenges. But it all starts with those small, consistent actions. It's also important to remember that setbacks and challenges are part of the process. Building discipline doesn't mean that you won't face difficulties along the way. Life will throw obstacles in your path. You'll encounter moments of doubt, moments when you feel like giving up. But this is where consistency becomes so important. Even when things get tough, staying committed to your plan is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Building discipline is also about being honest with yourself. It's easy to make excuses, to tell yourself that you're too tired or too busy, that you'll do it tomorrow. But discipline means holding yourself accountable. It means showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and doing the work that needs to be done. The more you commit to consistency and discipline, the more you'll start to see results. In the beginning, the progress may seem slow, and you might feel like you're not making any real headway. But over time, those small steps will add up, and the results will speak for themselves. Whether it's in your health, your career, your finances, or your personal development, consistency and discipline will bring you closer to your goals. One of the most powerful things about discipline and consistency is the way they work together. Discipline gets you started, but consistency keeps you going. Discipline helps you to overcome the resistance you feel in the moment, and consistency helps you stay on track, day after day. When you combine both, you create a powerful cycle of progress that becomes almost unstoppable. There's a saying that goes, "Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out." That's exactly what discipline and consistency are about. It's not about making grand gestures or taking massive leaps. It's about taking small steps, showing up every day, and sticking to the process, no matter how challenging it may seem. One thing to keep in mind is that discipline doesn't have to mean sacrifice or deprivation. It's about balance. You can still enjoy life while being disciplined. You can still have fun, relax, and take care of yourself. But the key is to make sure that your habits align with your long-term goals. If you want to improve your health, for example, it's not about depriving yourself of everything you enjoy. It's about making healthier choices most of the time, being consistent with your exercise routine, and taking care of your body in a sustainable way. Discipline also means learning to say no. It's about recognizing the things that are distracting you from your goals and making the decision to stay focused. Whether it's saying no to time-wasting activities or learning to prioritize what really matters, discipline is about being selective with how you spend your time and energy. One of the best ways to stay consistent is to track your progress. Keep a journal, write down your goals, and mark off the days that you've stayed committed. Tracking your progress gives you a sense of accomplishment and motivates you to keep going. It also allows you to reflect on the steps you've taken and adjust your approach if necessary. When you make discipline and consistency a part of your daily routine, you'll start to see massive improvements in all areas of your life. The small actions you take each day will begin to compound, and the results will become more and more noticeable. You'll feel more confident, more in control, and more capable of achieving your goals. Number 5, the role of belief in self-improvement. Belief plays a central role in self-improvement. It is the driving force that powers our actions, shapes our thoughts, and influences the decisions we make each day. If you want to improve your life, it starts with believing in yourself, but it doesn't stop there. You must also believe that growth is possible, that change is within your control, and that success is achievable, no matter where you're starting from. Too often, people overlook the importance of belief in the process of self-improvement. They focus on external factors like skills, resources, or opportunities, thinking those are the key to success. While those things do matter, they pale in comparison to the power of belief. Without belief, none of those external factors will truly matter. Belief is what propels you to take action, to keep going when things get tough, and to believe that success is possible, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Think about the people who have achieved great things. They all had one thing in common: belief in themselves. They believed in their ability to improve, to grow, and to overcome obstacles. It's that belief that kept them going when others doubted them, or when things didn't go according to plan. Belief is the foundation that allows you to take those first steps towards self-improvement and stay committed when challenges arise. Belief isn't just a passive feeling. It's an active force that shapes your actions. When you believe in yourself, you start to take more risks. You push yourself outside your comfort zone. You stop waiting for the perfect moment and start taking the small steps that lead to big results. Belief drives you to take action, and it's that action that leads to growth. Self-doubt is the enemy of belief. Doubting yourself is one of the most limiting things you can do. It holds you back from trying new things, from stepping out of your comfort zone, and from pursuing the life you truly want. But here's the good news. Self-doubt can be overcome, and belief can be cultivated. It all starts with changing the way you think about yourself and your abilities. One of the most powerful ways to build belief is to start small. Begin by believing in your ability to accomplish small tasks. When you successfully complete a small goal, it builds your confidence and reinforces your belief in your abilities. Each small win becomes evidence that you can improve, that you can succeed. And over time, those small successes add up, creating a foundation of belief that empowers you to take on bigger challenges. But belief isn't just about believing in your ability to achieve a specific goal. It's about believing in your potential for growth. It's about understanding that no matter where you are in life, you have the capacity to improve, to learn, and to become a better version of yourself. You are not defined by your current circumstances, and your past does not dictate your future. Your belief in your ability to improve is the key to unlocking that potential. In the process of self-improvement, you will face obstacles. There will be times when things don't go as planned, when you hit a setback, or when the results aren't coming as quickly as you hoped. In those moments, belief is what keeps you going. It's what allows you to see beyond the temporary challenges and keep your eyes focused on the bigger picture. When you believe in your ability to improve, you know that any setback is just a temporary obstacle, not a permanent failure. Another important aspect of belief is trusting the process. Self-improvement doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and consistency. It's easy to get discouraged when results don't show up right away. But belief in the process allows you to stay the course, knowing that the small actions you take today are building the foundation for future success. Even when you don't see immediate results, belief helps you trust that what you're doing matters, that it's all adding up over time. Belief also involves trusting in the value of your own effort. Many people struggle with feelings of inadequacy or insecurity, believing that their efforts aren't enough to make a difference. But here's the truth. Every effort you make, no matter how small, is valuable. Your consistent effort compounds over time. Small actions done regularly lead to big changes. And when you believe that your effort matters, you are more likely to keep showing up, day after day, doing the work that will ultimately bring you closer to your goals. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another powerful way to strengthen your belief. The people you spend time with play a significant role in shaping your mindset. If you're surrounded by negativity, self-doubt, or people who don't believe in you, it becomes much harder to maintain your own belief. But when you surround yourself with supportive, positive people who encourage you to grow, it becomes easier to believe in yourself. Their belief in you can serve as a reminder that you're capable of achieving great things. It's also important to note that belief isn't about being confident all the time. Belief doesn't mean you never feel fear or doubt. It's normal to have moments of uncertainty. What belief does is help you move forward despite those feelings. Belief helps you take action even when you're afraid. It's about choosing to push past the fear, to believe in your ability to figure things out, and to keep moving forward with confidence that you'll get where you want to go. One of the most effective ways to build belief is through affirmations and positive self-talk. The way you speak to yourself matters. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, or that you'll never be able to achieve your goals, you reinforce self-doubt. But if you replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations such as "I am capable of growth," "I believe in my ability to improve," and "I am taking steps every day toward my goals," you start to build a mindset that supports your success. Belief is also about being patient with yourself. Growth takes time, and self-improvement is a lifelong journey. There will be ups and downs along the way, and sometimes progress will feel slow. But belief allows you to stay committed, even when the results aren't immediate. It helps you remember that change is happening, even if it's not visible right away. And over time, that belief will be reinforced by the results that start to show up in your life. Number 6, the compound effect in action. Think of it like this. Every decision you make, no matter how small, is either moving you toward or away from your goals. Whether it's choosing to read a book for 10 minutes, deciding to take the stairs instead of the elevator, or taking the time to plan your day, Those seemingly minor decisions have a powerful impact when you stack them over time. The compound effect is the accumulation of those small decisions, compounded over months and years, that result in substantial life changes. The beauty of the compound effect lies in its simplicity. It's not about massive, dramatic efforts. It's about doing something consistently and watching the results accumulate over time. Small positive habits performed regularly will yield bigger rewards than a series of sporadic, large efforts. Think about exercising. One workout might not change your body in the immediate term, but if you make exercise a daily habit, you'll see changes in your health over time. The same principle applies to every area of your life: finances, relationships, career, personal growth, and more. The challenge with the compound effect is that the results aren't always immediately visible. When you start making small positive changes, it might feel like nothing is happening. You might wonder if those small efforts are even making a difference. This is where many people give up too soon. They expect instant results, but success through the compound effect requires patience and persistence. In the beginning, the progress is often so small that it's easy to overlook. But if you stick with it, even when it feels like nothing is changing, the results will eventually show up in a big way. Take a moment to consider the impact of daily choices in a different context. Imagine you're saving money. If you save just $5 every day, at the end of the year you'll have saved $1,825. That might seem like a modest amount at first, but over time this habit has added up. That $5 per day doesn't feel like much in the moment, but compounded over a year, it creates significant savings. Now imagine if you increased that amount slightly or invested that money. The results could be much larger, but it all starts with that small, consistent action. The same concept applies to your career. Let's say you decide to work on improving your skills by just 1% every day. Over time, that 1% adds up, and you'll find yourself miles ahead of where you started. It might not seem like much in the beginning, but a small daily improvement in your knowledge, your abilities, and your mindset compounds into an impressive level of growth over time. The small actions you take today, like learning something new, practicing a skill, or networking, compound to create the future you want for yourself. One key element of the compound effect is momentum. As you build small wins, the momentum will start to work in your favor. Think about a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it moves, it picks up more snow and grows bigger and faster. In the same way, your small actions will gain momentum over time. The more you show up and make those small choices, the easier it becomes to keep going. Your positive habits will build on each other, and you'll start to see larger and larger results. Another factor to consider is the impact of consistency. Consistency is the glue that holds the compound effect together. It's easy to be motivated to take action when you feel inspired or when you see immediate results. But the real power of the compound effect lies in consistency. The ability to keep doing the right things day after day, regardless of whether you see the results immediately. When you consistently take small positive actions, you're laying the foundation for long-term success. The consistent efforts may seem small in the moment, but they compound into significant results over time. One of the most profound things about the compound effect is how it works both ways. Just as small positive actions can compound into success, small negative actions can compound into failure. Think about the impact of small negative habits. If you make a habit of skipping your workout, eating junk food, or procrastinating on your goals, those small decisions repeated over time will result in negative outcomes. The compound effect doesn't discriminate. It's a universal law that applies to both positive and negative actions. Small negative actions will compound into failure just as easily as small positive actions compound into success. This is why it's so important to be mindful of your daily choices. Every action you take is either pushing you closer to your goals or pulling you further away. The compound effect works on autopilot. If you're making poor decisions consistently, you're unknowingly stacking those poor choices on top of each other. But if you're intentional about your actions and focus on making small positive choices every day, the compound effect will work in your favor, even when you don't see it happening right away. The compound effect is also about staying committed to the process. The journey of self-improvement isn't always glamorous. There will be times when progress feels slow or when you don't feel like continuing. But if you stay committed to your daily actions, no matter how small they seem, the results will come. The compound effect rewards persistence and patience. Those who stick with it day after day are the ones who ultimately see the greatest results. One area where the compound effect can be particularly powerful is in personal development. If you decide to improve yourself by reading 10 pages of a book every day, You might not feel like it's making a huge difference at first. But after a year, you'll have read 3,650 pages, about 12 to 15 books. That's an immense amount of knowledge gained, and it didn't require a drastic change in your life. It only took a commitment to small, consistent actions. The compound effect is the reason why many successful people are lifelong learners. They don't try to learn everything at once. They commit to steady, incremental growth, and over time, that learning compounds into expertise. The compound effect also highlights the importance of starting now. There's no better time to start making small positive changes than today. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until next week or next month. Start today. The longer you wait to take action, the longer it will take to see the results. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Every day you delay taking action is one more day you could have been making progress. Don't let small opportunities slip by because you're waiting for a perfect time. The compound effect works when you take action consistently. And the sooner you start, the sooner you'll start seeing results. In the end, the compound effect is all about understanding the power of small actions. Big results don't happen overnight. They happen over time. And the key to success is not necessarily making one big move, but consistently making the right choices day after day. When you focus on the small things, the big things take care of themselves. It's the steady, small actions that accumulate to create remarkable results. Number 7. The power of gratitude and growth. Gratitude is an often overlooked but incredibly powerful tool in the process of personal growth. It's easy to get caught up in what's not going well, focusing on what you don't have or what you wish were different. But gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. When you consciously focus on what you're grateful for, you open the door to more of the things that matter, things that nourish your soul, your relationships, and your overall well-being. The power of gratitude isn't just about saying thank you or expressing appreciation for the big things in life. It's about noticing the small, everyday moments that can easily be taken for granted. The warmth of the sun on your face, a kind word from a friend, the comfort of your home. These are the things that make life richer, but they're often overlooked unless we take the time to recognize them. Gratitude helps you pay attention to these small things, and in doing so, it makes you more aware of the abundance that surrounds you. Gratitude has a profound impact on your growth because it shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's present. Instead of chasing after what's missing or wishing for what could be, you begin to see the value in what you already have. And when you start appreciating the present moment, you stop feeling as if something is always missing from your life. The more you embrace gratitude, the more you start to realize that you have all the tools you need right now to move forward. One of the key ways gratitude supports growth is by boosting your emotional and mental well-being. When you express gratitude, you're literally rewiring your brain. Studies have shown that regular gratitude practices increase serotonin and dopamine levels, which are the chemicals responsible for happiness and motivation. As a result, you feel better, more positive, and more motivated to pursue your goals. Gratitude makes it easier to face challenges because it shifts your focus toward what's going right in your life, rather than what's going wrong. Gratitude also strengthens your resilience. Life isn't always easy, and setbacks are inevitable. However, when you cultivate a habit of gratitude, you build a mindset that can bounce back from adversity. Instead of feeling defeated when you face a challenge, you can focus on the lessons you're learning and the growth that's taking place, even in tough times. Gratitude allows you to reframe setbacks as opportunities to develop, and this mindset shift is crucial for long-term success. When you practice gratitude, it also helps you maintain perspective. It's easy to become overwhelmed by a single challenge or to focus on the things that aren't going well in your life. But when you take a moment to be grateful for the people in your life, your health, or even the small victories you've experienced, you start to see the bigger picture. Gratitude helps you remember that setbacks are only temporary, and that there's always something to be thankful for no matter the circumstances. The act of expressing gratitude also strengthens your relationships. It's one thing to feel grateful for someone, but it's another thing to actually tell them. When you take the time to thank people in your life, whether it's your partner, your colleagues, or your friends, you not only show appreciation for them, but you also deepen your connection with them. Gratitude fosters a sense of mutual respect and love. And when your relationships are strong, you have a solid support system to help you on your growth journey. Gratitude is a powerful tool for enhancing self-discipline and focus. When you take time to express gratitude for the progress you've made, no matter how small, it reinforces your commitment to your goals. Acknowledging how far you've come makes it easier to stay motivated and continue pushing forward. Gratitude helps you focus on what's working rather than what's not. Instead of being discouraged by the things you haven't accomplished, you feel inspired by the progress you've made. This positive reinforcement creates a cycle of growth and accomplishment. A key benefit of gratitude is its ability to increase your self-awareness. When you regularly practice gratitude, you become more attuned to your thoughts and emotions. You begin to notice when your mind drifts into negative thought patterns, or when you take things for granted. This awareness is a critical part of growth. The more self-aware you are, the easier it becomes to identify areas where you can improve and take action to do so. Gratitude helps you stay grounded in the present moment and encourages you to be mindful of your inner dialogue and actions. Gratitude also encourages you to take responsibility for your own happiness and success. It reminds you that no one else is responsible for how you feel or the direction your life takes. You have the power to create a life of abundance and fulfillment, and practicing gratitude reinforces that truth. By focusing on what you're grateful for, you empower yourself to create positive change, rather than waiting for it to come from external sources. In terms of growth, gratitude is a catalyst for taking action. When you're grateful for the opportunities you have, you're more likely to make the most of them. Gratitude shifts your mindset from being passive to being proactive. You realize that the world is full of possibilities and that you have the power to take action and make things happen. You stop waiting for the perfect moment or for everything to fall into place, and instead you start taking the steps you need to move forward. One of the most profound aspects of gratitude is its ability to attract more positivity into your life. When you radiate gratitude, you attract more reasons to be grateful. Gratitude has a magnetic quality. It draws more positive experiences, people, and opportunities into your life. When you focus on the things that are going well, you naturally start to see more of them. This creates a cycle of positive energy that propels you toward growth and success. Gratitude doesn't just enhance your life, it can transform it. When you make gratitude a daily habit, it shifts your perspective in a way that allows you to see opportunities for growth where you once saw obstacles. It helps you recognize the value in small moments, the beauty in everyday experiences, and the potential for growth in all situations. Gratitude opens your heart and mind to the abundance around you and helps you focus on what truly matters. Number 8, the role of people in your growth. Every person you meet has the potential to teach you something, whether it's through inspiration, advice, support, or challenge. Some will encourage you, push you forward, and help you see your potential, while others might challenge you in ways that force you to grow. That's the reality of human connection. It's not just about people who cheer for your success, but also those who challenge your thinking, who offer different perspectives, and who push you to rise above your comfort zone. All of these interactions help you grow in ways you can't always predict. The first aspect of how people impact your growth is through their support. Having people who genuinely care about your well-being can be the difference between giving up and pressing on. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a family member, when someone believes in you and your potential, it lifts you up when you're feeling down. These people serve as reminders that you're not alone in your journey, and that you have a network of support to lean on during tough times. Their encouragement can give you the strength to keep going, even when you doubt yourself. On the other hand, the people who challenge you also play a significant role in your growth. It's easy to be around people who agree with everything you say, but growth happens when you interact with those who challenge your ideas and push you out of your comfort zone. These people might not always tell you what you want to hear, but they will tell you what you need to hear. They will ask tough questions, offer constructive criticism, and force you to reevaluate your approach. This kind of challenge is uncomfortable, but it's in that discomfort that you find your greatest opportunities for growth. As you surround yourself with people who challenge you, it's important to remember that growth is not just about being pushed. It's about being open to learning from the different viewpoints of others. Each person has a unique perspective, and when you allow yourself to hear them out, you learn something new. This learning broadens your horizons and expands your thinking. By listening to others and embracing different viewpoints, you can refine your own ideas and become a more well-rounded individual. Another significant way people impact your growth is by being a source of accountability. We all have moments when we falter, lose motivation, or stray from our goals. During those times, having someone hold you accountable can be the catalyst that gets you back on track. Whether it's a mentor, a coach, or a friend, Having someone who holds you responsible for your actions can make all the difference in achieving long-term success. Accountability creates a sense of urgency and a commitment to follow through, which is essential in building discipline and achieving your goals. The people around you also shape your mindset. Our thoughts and beliefs are heavily influenced by the people we engage with. If you surround yourself with people who have a growth mindset, those who believe in the power of self-improvement, continuous learning and pushing beyond limitations, you're more likely to adopt those same beliefs. Conversely, if you spend time with individuals who have a fixed mindset, those who believe their abilities are set in stone and that growth is impossible, you're more likely to adopt a similar mindset. The people you associate with influence how you see yourself and your potential, which in turn affects your actions and your growth. Networking is another way people contribute to your growth. It's not just about having a network of people who know you. It's about building relationships with people who can open doors for you, offer valuable insights, and introduce you to opportunities that would otherwise be out of reach. Networking allows you to tap into a community of like-minded individuals who share your values and goals, and these connections can help propel you forward in your journey. People in your network can provide support, inspiration, and resources that will be critical to your success. Your growth is also affected by the way you contribute to the people around you. Personal development is not a one-way street. It's about both receiving support and offering support. As you grow, you're in a position to help others grow as well. Offering advice, sharing your knowledge, and providing encouragement to those around you creates a cycle of growth that benefits everyone involved. When you help someone else achieve their goals, you not only strengthen the bond between you, but you also reinforce your own growth. Helping others keeps you grounded, gives you a sense of purpose, and encourages you to continually improve so you can be of even more help in the future. The role of people in your growth also extends to the impact of role models and mentors. These are the individuals who have gone before you and paved the way for success. They offer insight based on their experiences, providing you with a blueprint for how to navigate challenges and make decisions. A good mentor doesn't just provide answers, they guide you through the process of discovery and decision-making. They help you understand your strengths and weaknesses and teach you how to use both to your advantage. Having a mentor accelerates your growth because it allows you to learn from someone else's journey, shortening your own learning curve and helping you avoid common pitfalls. Another aspect of the role of people in your growth is the community you build around yourself. Growth is often fostered in environments where people are working together toward a common goal. Being part of a group, whether it's a team, a class, or a social circle, can drive you to achieve things you might not have thought possible. The energy and support of a like-minded community can be incredibly motivating. When you see others achieving their goals, it inspires you to continue working on your own. Communities provide a sense of belonging, a place where your progress is celebrated and where you are encouraged to keep going. Number 9. Surrounding yourself with growth-minded people. Growth-minded people are individuals who believe in the idea of continuous improvement. They understand that learning never stops, and they actively seek opportunities to expand their knowledge, skills, and perspectives. These are the people who read books, attend seminars, engage in meaningful discussions, and push themselves to be better every day. Their mindset is focused on progress rather than perfection, and they inspire those around them to do the same. When you surround yourself with growth-minded people, you naturally start to adopt their attitude toward life and growth. One of the most important aspects of growth-minded individuals is their willingness to share what they've learned. They understand that growth is not a solitary endeavor, but a collective one. These individuals are often generous with their knowledge, offering advice, support, and resources that can help you on your own journey. Whether it's a mentor, a colleague, or a friend, a growth-minded person will encourage you to pursue your goals, share strategies for success, and provide feedback that helps you improve. They don't see your success as a competition. They celebrate it because they understand that everyone's growth contributes to the collective good. The influence of growth-minded people is contagious. When you are surrounded by individuals who are constantly seeking to improve themselves, you can't help but be inspired to do the same. You begin to see that growth is not something reserved for a select few. It's available to anyone who is willing to put in the work. Their energy and passion for improvement will encourage you to take action, step out of your comfort zone, and stretch yourself in ways you might not have thought possible. Growth-minded people raise the bar for everyone around them, and in doing so, they create an environment where everyone is empowered to grow. Surrounding yourself with growth-minded people also provides you with valuable accountability. When you're part of a community that is committed to personal development, you're more likely to stay on track with your goals. Growth-minded individuals are not only focused on their own progress, they care about the success of those around them as well. They check in on your progress, offer encouragement, and hold you accountable for the actions you've committed to. This accountability creates a sense of responsibility and commitment, which is vital for staying consistent and making meaningful progress over time. Growth-minded people also encourage you to take risks and embrace failure as a learning opportunity. In a group of growth-focused individuals, failure is not something to be feared or avoided. It's viewed as an essential part of the growth process. These people understand that setbacks and challenges are opportunities to learn, adapt, and improve. When you're surrounded by people who embrace failure in this way, it becomes easier to let go of the fear that often holds you back. You begin to see failure as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. And this shift in mindset is critical for personal growth. The support you receive from growth-minded individuals also extends to your emotional well-being. When you're surrounded by people who are focused on improvement, it's easier to maintain a positive attitude, even in the face of challenges. Growth-minded people tend to be optimistic and solution-oriented. Instead of dwelling on problems or obstacles, they focus on finding solutions and moving forward. Their positive energy helps create an environment where you feel supported, uplifted, and motivated to keep going, no matter what you're facing. Being around growth-minded individuals also teaches you the value of discipline and perseverance. These people don't just talk about growth, they take action. They show up consistently, work hard, and push through obstacles to achieve their goals. When you see others demonstrating discipline and perseverance, it becomes easier to adopt those same qualities yourself. Growth-minded people hold themselves accountable for their actions and their results, and their example encourages you to do the same. Over time, this consistency becomes ingrained in your own habits, making it easier to stay focused and committed to your goals. One of the most important lessons you learn from growth-minded people is the importance of setting high standards. These individuals don't settle for mediocrity. They set ambitious goals and work tirelessly to achieve them. When you surround yourself with people who have high standards for themselves, it challenges you to raise your own standards. You begin to expect more from yourself and from your work. This sense of striving for excellence becomes a driving force in your life, pushing you to continually improve and pursue your highest potential. In addition to their focus on personal growth, growth-minded individuals also understand the importance of community. They know that growth is not just an individual pursuit, it's a collective one. These people value collaboration, teamwork, and the power of shared knowledge. They are open to new ideas, willing to listen to different perspectives, and eager to work together to achieve common goals. By surrounding yourself with growth-minded individuals, you create an environment where everyone is encouraged to share their knowledge and experiences, fostering a culture of mutual support and continuous learning. Growth-minded people also inspire you to take ownership of your own development. They don't wait for opportunities to come to them. They create their own opportunities. They understand that growth doesn't just happen by accident. It requires intentional effort and commitment. When you're surrounded by people who take ownership of their lives and their growth, it encourages you to do the same. You stop waiting for things to happen to you and start taking proactive steps toward the life you want to create. When you choose to surround yourself with growth-minded people, you are making a conscious decision to invest in your own growth and success. These individuals will challenge you, support you, and inspire you to become the best version of yourself. They will push you to step outside your comfort zone, hold you accountable for your actions, and encourage you to stay focused on your goals. They will help you see that growth is not just a possibility, it's a reality that is within your reach. Number 10, turning setbacks into stepping stones. One of the first steps in turning setbacks into stepping stones is adopting the right mindset. Many people see setbacks as failures, something to be avoided or feared. However, failure is not the end of the road. It is simply a part of the process. Every successful person has faced setbacks, whether it's a business that didn't succeed, a project that didn't go as planned, or personal challenges that tested their resolve. What separates those who succeed from those who give up is their ability to view setbacks as temporary and as a necessary part of the path to success. By reframing setbacks in this way, you can stay motivated and focused even when things don't go according to plan. The key to turning setbacks into stepping stones is to learn from them. When something goes wrong, it's important to take a step back and reflect on the experience. What went wrong? Why did it happen? What could you have done differently? These questions are powerful tools for personal development. They help you gain clarity on where you can improve, adjust your approach, and avoid making the same mistake in the future. Each setback offers valuable lessons that, if learned, will make you stronger and more resilient. The more you reflect and learn from setbacks, the more you'll be able to bounce back quickly and effectively the next time you face a challenge. Another important aspect of turning setbacks into stepping stones is persistence. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to get discouraged and want to quit. However, it's essential to remember that success is not a straight line. It's a series of ups and downs. Every time you encounter a setback, it's an opportunity to practice perseverance. The ability to keep going, even when it feels like the odds are against you, is what ultimately leads to success. The most successful people aren't those who have never faced failure. They are the ones who have encountered failure and refused to give up. They get back up, try again, and use each setback as a chance to improve. Setbacks also provide a unique opportunity for growth by helping you build resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity stronger than before. Each time you experience a setback, you have the chance to strengthen your emotional fortitude, learn to manage stress, and develop a more positive and solution-oriented mindset. The more you face setbacks head-on, the more resilient you become. Over time, setbacks become less daunting because you've developed the mental strength to handle them. Instead of being knocked off course, you learn how to stay focused, adapt, and keep moving forward. The power of turning setbacks into stepping stones also lies in the ability to adjust your strategy. Sometimes setbacks happen because our approach was not the right one, or we didn't fully understand the challenges we were facing. When this happens, it's an opportunity to reassess and adjust your strategy. You may need to rethink your goals, your methods, or the way you approach a situation. This is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. Successful people understand that flexibility is essential for growth. They are not rigid in their thinking. They are open to new ideas and willing to pivot when necessary. The ability to adjust and adapt is a crucial skill that allows you to turn setbacks into valuable learning experiences. Another way setbacks can become stepping stones is by building your problem-solving skills. Setbacks force you to confront challenges directly. When things don't go as planned, you are pushed to find solutions. This process of problem-solving enhances your creativity, resourcefulness, and critical thinking. Every setback is an opportunity to develop these important skills, which will serve you well in all areas of life. By consistently approaching setbacks with a problem-solving mindset, you strengthen your ability to overcome obstacles and achieve your goals, no matter how difficult they may seem. Setbacks also help clarify your true desires and priorities. When things don't go as expected, it's easy to become frustrated and discouraged. However, these challenges can also serve as moments of reflection. You may discover that a particular goal or path isn't as aligned with your values as you thought, or that a different approach is more in line with your passions. Setbacks can reveal what truly matters to you, helping you refine your goals and pursue them with greater clarity and determination. Instead of seeing a setback as a detour, view it as a moment of insight that guides you toward a more authentic and fulfilling path. Additionally, setbacks teach the importance of self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things go wrong, but self-criticism only holds you back. Learning to be kind to yourself in the face of failure is a critical aspect of growth. Understand that setbacks are not a reflection of your worth or abilities. They are simply part of the journey. Treat yourself with the same compassion and encouragement that you would offer a friend in a similar situation. When you stop being so hard on yourself, you can focus more on learning, growing, and moving forward. Turning setbacks into stepping stones also requires patience. Many people expect results to come quickly, but the reality is that growth takes time. Setbacks often feel frustrating because they delay progress. But this delay doesn't mean that progress is not happening. Every step forward, no matter how small, is still a step in the right direction. When you develop the patience to trust the process, you can view setbacks as a natural part of the long-term growth cycle, rather than something that halts your progress. Success is not about immediate gratification. It's about the steady, persistent effort you put in over time, even when things don't go as planned. One of the most important aspects of turning setbacks into stepping stones is sharing your experiences with others. When you face setbacks, it can be helpful to talk to someone who has been through similar challenges. Sharing your struggles not only provides emotional relief, but also allows you to gain new insights and perspectives. Others may offer advice or ideas that you haven't considered, which can help you find new ways to approach your problems. Moreover, when you share your setbacks with others, you realize that you're not alone. Everyone faces challenges, and by connecting with others, you create a sense of solidarity and mutual support that strengthens your resilience.